my memory every day. It kills me that I made you cry, and I still don't know the reasons why. I give it all up for just one chance to play out a new circumstance, but I guess we'll never know. So come on, let's just let it go. Before the lights went out, before we drowned it down, there were flickers of a life we had, and it weren't even all that bad. Now I'm holding on to what we knew before the lights went out on me and you. On me and you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Synthwave Hangout. My name is Dave, also known as Memory Design, and I'm joined.
And I'm Woren.
Yeah, I'm joined.
Also known as Dominic.
I'm joined again by Woren. And I'm sorry I cut you off on that. By the way, you did a great job coming right in, and I just kept talking like a total buffoon. So.
Yeah, I mean, it was your idea anyway.
It was. So Dom and I had talked about trying to get our intro a little bit smoother. And last time when we were just on together, we did it pretty good. This time, here I am, just like bursting in through the door in the middle of you talking.
Yeah.
So
a
thousand apologies.
Yeah, it's all right.
But also, our very special guest we have this week is HEARTBEATHERO. Are you there, Daniel?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I am great. I am live on my show, streaming you guys. It's amazing.
Yes, that's right.
That's pretty great.
So Daniel is also streaming his behind-the-scenes stuff on his Twitch channel. So if you want to be watching that as well, you're more than welcome to. You'll be able to, we'll talk about this in a minute, but Daniel is going to be doing the Making a Track challenge during the show. So if you want to see him working on it behind the scenes, his Twitch channel is definitely where to go.
I will be sure to post it later. So just stay on your channel and then come back later to mine. I'll post it on YouTube again.
And it's funny, Daniel, because you was saying to you earlier, you're usually the one that will review levels of people talking in the chat here. So I guess since you're on the show, if anybody in the chat, if Dom's too loud or quiet or vice or whoever, just let us know, because I think I'm going to be saying we're still working this out a decade into the show, being going.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
The thing is, once you change, you think everything's set perfectly, and then you like pull out a mixer, put a new one in, you change the microphone, then it's all screwed up. You got to do it again. So it's something that recurs even with the best of us.
Yeah, I mean, it's even if you rearrange your equipment or touch anything, it feels like it's just over immediately. At least for me. I don't know if you seem to have stuff down pretty smooth on your show. At least the times I've been on. I don't know if behind the scenes it's chaos or something, but it seems
I prepare like a maniac. Yeah, it is chaos. I have systems that go out on me. Never update anything on the day of the show. Never.
Yeah, don't do that. It's okay to be a work in progress. Put it that way. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. You know, it's like that. I remember with being surprised with plugins when I first started really using a DAW, when I first got into using first Digital Performer and then Pro Tools. And I was like, why are they still have plugins out for Windows XP? Like, why are they still making these? And my friend, who is a little bit more versed in this, was like, because you never upgrade unless you're forced to by something. If it's working, just leave it. And until you're forced to, you just don't do anything.
Right, yeah, you had to until they stopped updating all of the security aspects of it.
Right.
That was like when you had to switch.
So, sorry, I'm adjusting the volume. Daniel, you've been listening to the show before. Is the background music too loud when we're talking?
I never heard the background, but you are mainly close to the mic.
Yeah.
Like you'll move back, and then it's like perfect, and then you'll move in again. It's like, no, wait, it's too loud.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's true.
You know what it is we're severe ADHD.
Right.
I can't sit still.
I'm rocking back and forth this whole show. I'm actually broadcasting from the corner of the room right now.
You're like in a rocking chair?
No, just sitting, holding my knees, rocking back and forth.
Yeah. It's how he deals.
Dominic just put so much pressure on me to be perfect that
he's burning off nervous energy. That's what it is.
That's right. So
I brought I have 2 liters of water with me just to quench that thirst.
Oh,
that you've talked about.
Yeah, that's so funny. I was just right before we got on, I was assembling my during the show drink empire that I have here. Like 2 glasses of water, there's a soda here, there's a bunch of other stuff. And of course, it's all just sitting around thousands of dollars of equipment, just waiting for me to
Yeah, that's true.
That
is true.
What was that, Tom?
So just one mistake away from causing catastrophe.
Right. It's just
frying the mixer. Yeah.
Right, and because we have the live show curse, it would be like, what's that machine called? Ruth Goldberg or something machine, right? Where like I would sneeze and it would cause a light to turn or something, and then like a door to fall on my equipment and knock all the water on everything.
The domino effect.
Something like that would happen. But see, I'm going back and forth on the mic again. Thank you for that tip, Daniel. I appreciate you giving me that
Now
insight.
it's
tie your
forever gonna
head.
live in Dave's head rent free. By the way, just
tie your head to something.
Right. Yeah, see, I got to start meeting.
Tie
with you.
tie the microphone to your head.
Oh, I should get one of those.
You got a weekend to Bernie's it.
Yeah, that's right. Right, just get a football helmet, right? And I'll put the mic in the
have
front.
like a rope. Yeah, just have a rope that you tug.
Right.
I actually saw a guy on a podcast who had the microphone tied to his shirt.
Oh, interesting.
I've never seen it. Now I wish I had that link.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
When you say tied, care to explain on that one? Like you elaborate a bit?
How it was mounted, but it was mounted on his shirt.
Oh, okay. I thought like he physically
That's on
tied
his
it
chest.
onto his shirt. Okay.
Probably.
see.
I don't know. He might duct taped it or something. I don't know.
Like he's got like an old school like vest, like that he had from like LARPing or something like that.
That's probably it. So, so you are going to be doing the track mostly made during the show challenge, I think we'll call it, right?
Yeah, well, I started yesterday, and the first track I made in 1 hour was like total crap. So I'll try that again, and then the track after that was crap. So I just started today really early, and I thought I would just finish it on the show because otherwise it wouldn't sound
But you
like
were
anything.
listening to our show while you were making it, so technically still within the rules, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
The show was in my head. The
Right.
show was in my head.
Perfect.
There are no rules. There's no rules. Basically,
The
it's
rules.
just like whatever you can make, you can make. There's no rules. It's fine.
Right.
Exactly.
So it's like by the end of the show, you have just your new album to premiere, right? You're like, yeah, man, just knock this all out in the last hour. 13
I made
tracks,
five
exactly.
mixed and mastered.
The
So
Synthwave Hangout EP.
you said in the chat that you decided to make that song "Honey" from this show or something like that. What's the story behind that?
We were watching the show, and you were playing the track Summer Heat 1983, I think, and that was the track before Honey, and I made that, and Nick was in the chat. I'm like, hey Nick, you want to sing to it? And he's like, oh yeah, I could try. And then the next day he had like a full vocal for it.
Nice. That's really cool.
So your show
Nick the
is where
man.
it was created.
Right. So it's the first. Hey Dom, this is the first baby of our show. Right.
I love
there it is.
Yeah.
Daniel.
That and all the other tracks made on the show.
Well,
And just like any other baby, we're gonna ignore it.
right.
I'm
Right.
just kidding. I'm kidding.
It's going to be our favorite. Right. For
Yeah,
now.
right. It'll be our favorite for now. Yeah,
For
for
now.
now. Until it gets older, and then it starts getting sassy.
Right. Then it's out. Never
Yep.
permitted to be back again.
That's right. Never allowed.
Warren almost made my water come out of my nose.
To the punishment cage it goes.
Right to the punishment cage. Oh wow, that's 2 voice cracks. Man, I'm falling apart.
Well, you
I
know
don't
what,
what's
dude?
going
You're
on.
hitting second puberty, and it's totally fine.
It
You
is.
know what I mean?
That is actually the secret we haven't told anybody. Is I'm just now going through puberty in my
Yep.
40s. So it is a.
Well-
it's been a fun journey for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Growing up is strange.
Right.
You're gonna have all sorts of new feelings.
Right. I always wonder what it's like if somebody who has no idea what this show is pops in for like 20 seconds while just you and I are talking, Dom. And if they're just like, what is this madness that I've stepped
What
into?
is happening?
Right. It's
Right.
like- I heard something about punishment cage and a 43-year-old person going
Where
through
am I?
puberty, and then I just shut off the show altogether.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I don't blame them.
So let's see. I have some questions for you, Daniel, but I think I want to wait until we're going to be going into your stuff a little bit.
We're gonna
more.
pause the song halfway through it playing and then ask questions.
Yeah, we're just gonna stop your thing.
Yeah,
Cut
randomly.
Oh no! What we should do is cut off the song halfway through and then ask him to talk about it and never restart it. But we're
And
gonna
then never play it again.
You have to time it right before like the awesome drop or solo. You know,
Right,
some
just
shows
before
do
the
that.
chorus. Right, just before the chorus or something kicks in, you're just like, and so tell us about this track, and then,
Right.
like, what? And then don't play it again after
Never
that.
play
You
it
just-
again. So, All right, so if it's okay with you guys, I'll move on to the next block, and then when we come back, I got some questions for Daniel about the music he's working on now and some of these songs that he brought over and just stuff in general.
Don't yell at us.
Yeah, I'll try not to yell. I can't
sensitive.
control Daniel, though. I mean, just yelling
very
constantly. So, but yeah, so if it's okay with you guys, I'll move on, and Daniel, you can get back to work on your song for the first time. And
I'm gonna add some more effects.
You have my permission.
Right, that's right. The only thing we ask is just tons of air horns through the whole thing. There's just got to be
I can do that.
air horns.
Yeah,
I got those.
And then you have to have like the very quick slapback, say "Heartbeat Hero" just randomly throughout the track constantly. So it's like this, the most aggressive DJ set. Those are the only things I think we need.
Well, you talked about
There it
air
is.
horn.
That was so loud.
You beat me to it. You beat me to. I'll do this one.
Oh, I can't hear it.
There's more. There's
You couldn't
more.
hear
There's-
that?
Couldn't hear it.
It's like a beep, 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 beep.
Try again.
Nothing.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I think I can't play stuff on your Discord. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That was the sound. That was the sound.
Oh, that was the
That
one
was
you
the
were
sound
gonna play. All right, guys. So,
You should have never shown me those buttons.
no, I know. It's my fault. But I'm gonna move on. First up, we have in this next list is a song by Carr. I'll talk to everybody on the other side.
I see you're not home again. It's the second time this week. You tell me you're with a friend, but I know that there's something more. 'Cause I see her in your eyes. It's no surprise. She's got you under her finger. Oh, and I know you're with her tonight. Come on, baby.
You know, it was in one of my videos from back in 1984, and I don't even remember the guy's name. It was so unmemorable to me.
And we're back. You were just listening to Car with Her Tonight featuring JJ Mist, Panoramic Duo with Werewolves, and the latest from Skylane Drive, the Basic Pleasure Model. I have a question actually for Daniel. If you're, are you here? Are you back with us, Daniel?
Yes, I'm back.
Yes.
I was panicking.
Pencils down.
Yeah, I want to talk to you a little bit about your production, and that last Skylane Drive song kind of reminded me of one of your songs in the sense of that really crisp sounding driving bass. You are a real master at that sound, in my opinion. Like if you listen to Punk Cyber, right? Like the original, that is just 100 miles an hour the whole way. It is just awesome.
Old
in
one.
that way.
The old one.
Yeah, the old one.
The new one's like 200 miles.
Right,
an
the
hour.
new one's 200 miles an hour. Oh, Tristan is saying he can't hear me. I have to turn up. I'm usually the loudest. Wait, maybe I'm waffling around again. Here, I'll turn myself up a little bit. Anyways,
Really press the button.
yeah,
You're
it's-
definitely not pancakey.
right. So, I know people don't always like to give away secrets, but give away your secrets. How do you make bass and this stuff
Yeah,
that is so driving and crisp and like big? Because I'm working on a track right now that I'm looking for that kind of energy.
So big, if you want big, you got to use more bass. So using the equalizer, just turn up the bass, but just make sure you even it out, that it's not overpowering.
Yeah.
So that's where the
Bass.
warmth is coming from.
Mhm.
Of course, make sure you're signal chaining the, how do you call it?
Side chain.
Side chaining.
Side chaining the bass, and that you're taking out the bass when the bass of the bass drum is in there. So
Right.
that's gonna
That's
give
gonna give
you
that
the
pump,
nice
that-
driving force. Yeah.
And it gives you that gallop thing for the outrun thing. I always call it the gallop. You know, where it's like
Yeah, ducking.
Exactly, and,
Yeah.
and some basses you can add even the high end, so it's going to give you even more spice to it. But sometimes a bass doesn't have that, so you'll need to add another layer
Right. Yeah.
to get that effect.
You want to get
Right.
that like tunk sound, you know, that high end like tittunk, that
Yeah.
thing on it as well.
Yeah.
I usually cut my bass at like 7K usually.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
we're talking K's here.
Oh yeah. That's what we're
I don't know
doing
any
now.
K's.
And
I just
you're
do the EQ.
right. You just move knobs and things, right, until it sounds good.
Well, I have like a thing from 100K to 1K to 10K. I don't
Yeah.
know, 100 to 1K to 10K, and also have like I have this plugin called DST. I open it up right now. It only has like the low end, the mid, and the high, so you don't have to think too much.
Yeah,
Right.
that's good. What are you on again? What's your?
Like not thinking.
Are you Fruity Loops, right?
I have Fruity Loops. I'm trying to do FL Studio,
Okay.
but I use Renoise. That's like my main driver because
Okay.
I started using Pro Tracker on the Amiga.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
It's tracker based.
Wow, very interesting. See, I thought I already knew. Yeah, and I'm so out of the loop. That not a pun, but with Fruity Loops that I just call it Fruity Loops instead of FL or whatever. So
Yeah.
I think I meant
So,
FL. So
Shong is using Fruity Loops.
I do as well.
Cyber Cassette, Woren's using Fruity Loops.
yeah, yeah. All
And
the
what do you use?
Pro Tools, old school.
Pro Tools.
Yeah, yeah, and I enjoy my old joke that I always say is, you know, a Pro Tools user because the Control and S key are worn off on their keyboard because it
There we go.
crashes constantly and has all sorts of problems all the time. But it's one of those things where, you know, I started using it, God, in like 2007, and I have access to Fruity Loops and Ableton and some other stuff that I know some people really like, but again, like we were talking about before, like, do I dare install something else and try to reload all my plugins and everything, or is that going to be like
Nightmare.
time to buy a new computer, right? Just-
I do that anyway. Every 2 years, I just install everything again.
oh,
Just
really?
to clean up.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
a nightmare, but it's worth it.
Damn.
And I always do it
Sounds like a
after
thing.
a release, not before.
Oh, right,
Never,
right.
never before an album release.
Do it mid-release, right? That's the best time to do it. Like right when you're about to finish a record, right? That's when
Exactly.
you upgrade to like Windows 11 and you like do everything.
Yes. I know you go from Windows to Mac.
Oh, right. That's right. You got to totally switch platforms. That's the way to do it.
Then you go to Linux
Right.
after that.
Right. Just start using Reaper on that, and yeah,
Say my nephew uses Logic Pro on Mac, and it's pretty nice actually.
I've heard
I don't understand a thing he's doing with it, but I mean it looks nice.
I've heard good things about Logic. I've never used it though. You're on a PC, right, Daniel?
Yeah. on
Okay.
PC.
Okay. Sorry. No. I got distracted by something.
Blew your mind.
Yours a
Oh.
butterfly.
You
Don't
said you were
mind.
on a PC, and I just lost the ability to talk and everything. I was like, what?
His mind blew up.
What is happening here? So whenever anybody comes on the show to do one of these things, I always ask for, 3 of their songs they want to promote or play and that kind of thing.
Oh, cool.
And I love that you gave 2 of the 3 that are unreleased songs, because I love when we get to get a preview and this kind of thing. And I was wondering if you could talk about these songs a little bit and any information that would be interesting behind them. I'm particularly interested in the the reworking of the Punk Cyber song, because that's the first one up,
cool.
by the way.
So somebody asked me in the synthwave scene to make a mix of all my tracks, and my tracks are like way too slow for a mix. It felt like, so I'm remaking a lot of tracks on the same BPM. So this one is 124, I think. Also, the other one, Oblivion, is also 124.
Okay.
And I actually don't know what the Bloodsport one is. I don't know about that one from Sub Neon, but so that's what started me into making these tracks again, and then also like heavily editing them with because of the speed change. You got to change a lot of the track,
right,
to make it shorter beats and just change it up. So that's the story behind why I created this version of that track.
Interesting.
So there will be eventually a remix coming.
Oh.
A mix of my tracks coming.
Excellent. Yeah, that is very cool. The I know Dominic did a remix for Nightbreed as well.
Yes.
And
Bending Grid.
yeah, Bending Grid too.
Pashang.
It was okay.
I don't think Pashang did.
Turned
one,
out
did
all
it?
right. Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, that was that the first one released?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah. It's already out, so it's out of my mind, right? It's not happening in this very moment, so I can't think of anything. It's funny how
He's
that
like
works.
Dave's like a goldfish. Don't mind.
No, it's true. No, this happens all the time when somebody does like one of these single remixes thing. You know, like because there's so many things happening and like so many different ones coming out that. Especially when you talk to people all the time, like Pashang and Dom and everything like that, you're like, did you do oh yeah, you did do a remix, and I own it, I bought it. And it's like, oh, okay. And then
I love how you came on my show and you said, well, let's do an 80s question. Did we already do an 80s question? You asked Maya, and then literally the last question you guys asked was an 80s question.
I watched that back, that part I think you put in your teaser reel, right?
The long edit.
Yeah, the long edit. And I think what it was the Rick Astley question was so easy and quick that it's like it didn't happen. We weren't like going back and forth on it. Although I do appreciate how when I got that question, it was back to being like easy mode, 80s cards.
Yep.
So
somebody gets the softball question, the other one gets the hardball question.
I'm happy that I was able to get that one and not like one of the other insane ones that came up.
Woren, how many questions did you get right with your team?
I don't think I ever get any of them right.
Who was in your team? You were with
it was
Duel,
me and
right?
Ben. It was me and Ben, but like I think you asked something like it was like how many lasers were shot during the scene of Star Wars, during the fight or whatever.
Right, and it was 32, by the way. I can't believe you missed that one. Yeah, that was the moment I considered maybe seeing if Daniel would switch out with you as my co-host, but the whole timing thing, when you didn't know that.
I mean, it makes sense,
Very disappointing. Let me see. I had another question about Into Oblivion Overdrive. So don't kill me, but Into Oblivion is already out.
Yeah.
Right, because I've played it, and
it was out since.
Go.
It was on my album last year, and the year before that, it officially released, and we had like a lot of remixes.
I was just going to say that.
Like,
there's remixes, because I feel like I have several versions of this song already. And then when you sent that over...
None so fast.
Right.
None so fast.
And then when you sent that over, I was like, I know this. All you're doing is these two over and over again, right?
Anyway, but Laserpunk did it. I think Pashang did one. And a lot of other people in the scene also did. Chill Collins as well.
Yeah. Oh, I love Chill Collins. He's somebody that...
He should hop on to this show, because I see him in my chat, but not on this chat.
Oh, right.
Occasionally he pops in. Yeah.
Yeah, he was on,
did he?
He was
did he
on
already?
last week, I think.
He was on last week. Yeah,
No, but now. I mean, now.
Oh, maybe he's on both. Let me check.
Guilt tripping. Guilt trip.
He's laughing. He's laughing in my chat.
Yeah, no, he's not here. People are picking sides. It's like teams, right? It's like I'm
I see how
only
it is.
doing the Twitch channel. Thank you very much. You know, my loyalty is with Daniel.
Yeah, I see how it is. It's fine. Totally cool.
So, anything else you want to say about these tracks before we get into them?
So you're playing all three?
I'm going to play all three in a row, and then we're going to come back and talk again.
So definitely check out the Bloodsport 1988 Sub-Neon Nightbreed featuring Shred Kruger, the Heartbeat Hero remix on YouTube because it's already hit 1.2K
Hold
in
on.
5 days. So
Is that
it
the
is
full
killing
title?
it.
Was that the full title?
Oh, that's the title. I'm just reading it off my.
That is
Whoops.
excellent. I love how long that title.
Sorry, the song just started accidentally because I ran out of talking time. So people are going to get a 5-second preview that's going to scare the hell out of them because it comes in pretty strong.
It does.
So sorry, people are in about 20 seconds going to freak out.
Sorry.
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 So-
Let's go.
So you were cut off then at the end, Daniel, because the song popped in.
Oh.
What were you saying right at the end?
Uh-huh. I was saying I'll post it in the Discord, the name of my YouTube.
Oh yeah, just for ease, post the video link in there if that's what you're going to do, and I'll put it in the chat.
Okay. Yep.
I'm-
You don't want
I'm-
me to put it in the chat?
You can't.
That's even easier.
You won't be able to.
Mike?
You can't post links on YouTube. Only I can.
Oh, you
Or
can't?
Only a moderator can.
Well, I put it in. Does it not?
No, it doesn't show up.
Oh
Oh yeah, forever I was like
Oh.
posting links on random shows when people would ask, and I later found out that it's just me. I'm linking to myself. So that was fun.
You know, that's only
Okay.
that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You know.
So I'll throw this in the chat right now. Oh, Chill just arrived.
There you
the
go.
guilt trip
there
worked.
you go. There you go.
All right, so I just put the YouTube link in the chat, and then
Thanks
yeah,
so
if
much.
you got nothing else, then we'll move on, starting with Break That Punk Cyber, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit about some more stuff.
All right, let's go.
Cool, let's go. Get ready. It starts in hot, as you already heard about a minute ago. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon. Wow. Listening to all those three things. If this was on the Heartbeat Hero show, like if this was reversed, I can see what Daniel would be doing, right? Can you see this?
I was doing that.
Like
I wasn't working on my track. I was listening to
you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You know, glasses on, moving around.
Exactly.
I don't know why.
I really thought you were gonna mess with him for a second and be like, if this was in the Heartbeat Hero show, this would be so much better. Like I thought you were gonna tease him for a second, and then you let me down.
Oh, sorry, man. No. That's only to you. I'm always nice to the
We
to
have
the
to
guests.
risk everybody. No matter, like, just berate all of our guests.
Right. Becomes like a badge of honor to get dumped on, right, on the show.
Right.
Wow, that's so very, very good. The Into Oblivion Overdrive, was that an example of a double layered bass? I was trying to listen.
Ooh, I have no idea.
I heard
I would have to take a look.
I heard a pretty thick low end and then like a higher end bass, so it might be, but
Probably, maybe.
I was gonna
Could
say,
be.
putting together a track sometimes feels like a fever dream, doesn't it? Like when you're done with it, you're like, what the hell just happened?
oh, I know people have asked me before, what chords did you use or what key is it in? I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. It's done. I don't even remember making it anymore. Like, it's just
I don't even want to pull this thing open and look at it anymore.
You just remember the feeling that you get from making it. That's something that does resonate.
Yeah. Oh, you're absolutely right. Right. Because I could like explain or talk about like any track that I've made. But once anybody asks, you know, if you're on like a podcast or an interview or whatever, and they start talking about like, oh, what virtual instruments did you use? And I'm like, I don't know. Keyboard.
Could have been,
I
could have
rolled
been
my
anything.
face on keyboard, made noise, recorded.
Whatever I felt like.
Right. Do you
Yeah, no,
go ahead. Sorry.
I actually don't even remember what I was going to say. I'm a goldfish right now. Go ahead.
Do you ever do I was wondering if you do this. I think, Dom, we've talked about this, where do you ever like write a lead or write a track and then just open up, you know, a VST and just kind of go through all the sounds until something feels right? And then once you feel it, then you kind of might tweak it a little bit. I mean, every so often, just a preset for me will hit and I'll be like, okay, work's done. You know, like that kind of a thing. Like the sound is just perfect right out of the gate.
That's how I usually start tracks, to be honest with you. It's either a bass or a chord progression. Sometimes an ARP, you know.
Yeah.
But I hand make all my ARPs too. So it's like I'll either play them or I'll just.
What do you mean you hand make them? You like start crocheting or?
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
I
it's
grab
soldering.
a needle,
Soldering first,
and then
right?
I just start going to town.
Right.
No,
He writes the notes in the
an ARP machine is what I'm saying. Like I don't use an arpeggiator. I guess what I'm saying.
Right.
So, yeah.
Starts writing sheet
so
music.
you're not starting from like the preset basic like you have an init preset, right? You know what an init preset
sometimes
is?
I do that too. Sometimes I'll create like a sound if I have time. Yeah.
I will only do that with the Tal No Linux, I think it's called. And then
the Tal
that's pretty easy to start from a preset. But apart from that, I probably will start from a defined preset.
I almost exclusively use Serum though.
No, I like to go through different ones.
Yeah, I try, but like I always end up right back
going back. I'm kind of like that with that Baby Audio BA1 they released. I've got a lot of different things, and sometimes I'll use BA1 to write a lot of stuff because it's got some really good basic sounds, you know, some 80s sounds in it. And then if I'll find something and I'll be like, you know, I need a pad that's a little more lush or something like that, then I'll start opening up some other stuff and playing with stuff. But I do start everything with that VST just kind of as my base starting point. And sometimes I leave it in. I mean, if you are a user of that plugin and you listen to Memory Design, you'll hear a lot of those sounds like in my stuff. What's your do you have a go-to though for like something like that, Daniel, that you use? This is funny. Dom and I are always joking about that question whenever you're on a show of what are your favorite virtual instruments?
Yeah.
I've already asked it like twice in different ways, but with you I was very curious.
It's changed over the years. In the beginning it was probably Silent One.
Oh, I've never even heard of that. Silent?
It's pretty cool. I don't own it, but it is
a big DJ here in the Netherlands also uses it for creating his tracks.
Okay.
Let me see. I just got it open. Let me just look. I have like the Canada, like the MS-20.
I don't know that one either. This is great. Keep going. What else can I learn?
Names over here writing.
Yeah,
like
we'll
taking
try the
notes.
DR-84. DR-84. It's a free one.
I don't have that
Just start
one.
making up names, and then Dave will never
You can
know.
say anything. Oh yeah, you use laser light.
No,
Oh, perfect. Me
because
too.
you're gonna look it up. You're gonna look it up. Of course, Diva.
Right.
One of my favorites is Repro 5. Really love that one.
Crystal Goblet.
Yeah,
you know,
Crystal
pretty good.
Goblet. Oh, I love that one. Yeah, Diva seems to be really popular. That always comes up. I own it.
Yeah,
I've
but-
used it, I think, once for a bass, and I think I'm really
Make sure
missing
you get-
out.
Yeah, just get a good preset pack.
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah, you gotta get the
Yippers.
right one.
I think I've accidentally bought like 6 presets for Silence 1, and I don't own it. But it was a mistake when I was going through Splice looking for presets for Serum, because I like to tweak stuff. And I was like, oh, I like this sound. I click it, and I'm like, oh, damn it! Like, I didn't read enough to see that it was for a different set.
Yeah, when I first had access to the Arturia stuff, I think that's the brand. Arturia makes Machine, right? Is that correct?
I don't know.
Anyone know?
Don't answer him.
No, it's not Arturia. It's who makes Contact? Is that Native Instruments? I don't know. Whoever makes Contact.
I think they do. Yeah, it probably do.
Machine is by that company. I apologize for that. But it's I was going through and getting all these awesome sounds and everything that were all for that, and I didn't have that. I didn't own that, and so it is interesting. You can get like a lot of cool packs, I guess, but I think the only thing that I've ever bought preset packs for is that Baby Audio thing, and they're pretty cheap, but I don't know. So Diva is what you would recommend me look into more for this?
The honest truth is just take one you really like and just keep on using it.
Yeah.
But what new ones do is you just like get this new complete soundscape you can use, and
Interesting.
you can add that on to what you have.
Yeah, I have a ton of VSTs, and like I said, I always end up right back in here. I don't know why, but like, because before that,
It's
it
your
was like
sound,
I
man.
didn't have a home. I was like searching for something that I could use, and then when I was very, very new to all of this, I had bought Nexus, and then I realized you couldn't really do anything with that except for like do minor tweak because it's a Rompler, and it's not.
Yeah, but
like that.
I still use Nexus. Nexus has its uses. There are
Yeah,
like
and the new
specific
Nexus
things
is-
like strings that are really amazing to use.
Yeah, I
Agreed.
just
Yeah.
got Nexus, and it has a lot of very beautiful sounding stuff.
Well, Nexus 5 is excellent.
Yeah, Nexus 5 is what I got. But one thing that I use all the time that people have barely heard of is a plugin that has kind of sound quality like Nexus called Phase Plant. Have you ever heard of that?
Ooh, no.
Yeah, I always recommend people check it out because it is.
That's what I
Is it
do when I
free
run.
or is it paid?
Yeah, it's paid.
When I run, I face plant.
That's right. Yeah, but definitely a big lover of Faceplant. That is PHASE Faceplant. So definitely check
Yeah.
that out. Oh,
There's a lot of really good plugins, man. I like Echo Bode, Whirl V2, why am I blanking? Valhalla stuff.
I looked into
There's
Echo
always
the
Bode.
Valhalla.
Actually, Echo Bode doesn't have an AAX, so I can't use it.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, I know,
I
so
guess,
I'll have
I guess
to
you just
find
got to be
something
jelly.
else.
Just send it to me, and I'll throw Echo Bode on whatever you need, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can just turn any one of my tracks into like that Windows Vapor sound that I like that
Super
you
slush.
produce.
Yeah.
Speaking of sounds, though, something else we always do when we invite people on is not only for tracks of their own, but we ask them to come up with, tracks from other bands that they like, either on or off of retro synth. And you sent me 3.
And they were all Woren.
Right. You sent me 3 Woren songs, and I thought that was really weird. No.
Yeah. it's very-
You sent me 3 songs, and I had only heard of one of these bands, and I'm glad.
slowly slips in
Oh,
trash.
cool.
I'm glad that I'm glad when that happens, right? Like if somebody sends 3 Time Cop songs or something like that, that's good. but
Yeah.
I always like to find new music. So I know Immortal Girlfriend, I think from your show, actually.
You just see money going into Daniel's hand on his stream right after the Woren track.
Right. Bunch of people handing
Ding,
him.
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, here you go, buddy. Don't tell anyone.
But Owl Vision, I'd never heard of, and
Oh, he's amazing.
yeah, and Purple Heart is really good too. I mean, I'm not surprised you would send me good stuff, but I'm just saying, like, this was great when I was down,
I mean, I'm
when I was
shocked.
getting all these. I was like, oh my god, like over and over again. You know, I'd listen to the next one and be like, I got to look into more of these people. But do you have anything you want to say about any of these? Like, have they been influential?
Yeah. So,
or-
can you name one of them, and I'll start from
let's
that.
start. I'll go in the order of their being played. So the first one up is Immortal Girlfriend Calling.
Immortal Girlfriend. I was pretty late to the party, but I just found one of their videos, and I was like hooked. I just couldn't stop getting that track out of my head.
Yeah.
I was like singing it constantly. Even on my show, I was like singing with the track during the show.
I love when you do that, by the way.
And it's just, I don't know why, but it resonates so much with me. The vibe of that track, it's like total synthwave.
Yeah.
I just love that they're brothers. They're two guys together. They're also touring. They even toured with lightning in the background. So they have these two Tesla coils with
Wow.
lightning in the background while they're playing. Unfortunately, they had to stop touring because one of the brothers, I think this week, is going to get an operation.
I saw that
when that's all done and said,
on their Instagram. they
it
talked
should
about
be
that.
it should be all good, and they'll be able to perform again. That's Immortal Girlfriend, and also the video clip is amazing. If you can watch that, they have like these big wrestlers in there, and they're singing in the wrestling ring, and they're also fighting themselves, and it's an awesome clip. You should definitely check that out. Number 2
Is
which track was
Owl
that?
Vision with Wave Shaper, which is funny.
So
It's
Owl
called
Vision-
Nightbreed, right? I saw that and I
Yes.
double taked on that a little bit. I was like, wait.
The unfortunate thing, if you make a track, that name is always going to exist, but
Right.
it's always unique to the people that make them. So, Nightbreed by Owl Vision and Wave Shaper. I think we all know Wave Shaper. He's one of the reasons I started making synthwave. I think he's one of the best out there. He has a really gamey vibe to it. If you look at the different genres within synthwave, he does the game like the really back in the day sound, using also a lot of real hardware instruments that he has in his setup. So if you ever watch his Instagram, he has amazing equipment that he uses for his music. But then Owl Vision, I haven't heard of him that much. It feels like he's kind of new, but he's probably out there for a while. But he just makes this amazing dark acid stuff, and just the two of them together created this cool track called Nightbreed.
Right. Yeah, it's an excellent track, and if you haven't heard this, I'm excited for people to hear it. And
then the third one,
Purple Heart, Soul on Fire, with featuring Adrian Daniel.
Purple Heart, Soul on Fire. I couldn't believe that not that many people have listened to this. I really dig the vocals. The vocals take it up to another notch. Also, never heard of Purple Heart before. I don't think they even released that much stuff, so this is like a unique gem out there.
Yeah, so he was real cool too on Instagram. You know, like I was telling you, I always reach out even if I think it'll be okay, just as a courtesy. And he got back to me real nice and everything like that. So I'm definitely going to be going down that rabbit hole. And it's all thanks to you. Sorry.
You're welcome.
I just moved away from the mic
You're
again.
welcome.
You're living in my head now on this. I mean, next week it's going to be this full setup. You know,
I
right?
told you,
Like,
he's gonna think about this. He'll never stop thinking about this.
no, I'll never stop annoying you about it, right? I'll be like, I don't know. How does it sound now? How does it sound now?
Sound better? Am I closer? Am I
Right.
farther?
Daniel's just going to be sitting in his office making music, laughing. Be like, no, you'll be driving home laughing, right?
There they go. Of course.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't mentioned that. I've mentioned it behind the scenes and maybe on my show, but every time I go home on Tuesdays at 5 p.m., I turn on this show. I love listening to it. Your banter, Warren's banter, you guys making fun of each other. It's amazing.
Thanks, man. It's our biggest skill that we
Because
have.
we secretly hate each other.
Right,
that's why.
right. Yes.
We're
Also, when
frenemies.
Warren was on my show, he's like constantly trying to make these jokes, and like half of the people don't even hear.
Right.
Listening back to it, I could finally hear what he was saying because it was so chaotic.
Yeah, I get very quippy with things, and then I just chuck them in there, and then if you hear it, it's like a little gem for everybody. You know?
Exactly.
You're lucky we don't do nicknames because Quippy is a prime candidate there.
I'm okay
Isn't that
with
a
that. You
VST?
can call me quippy.
Isn't that a VST?
Is it? I'll put it down on
I
my
wouldn't be
notepad.
surprised.
Starts researching it.
It's definitely a VST. For Dave's sake, it is.
Right. There's one thing I need is more VSTs. So
Exactly.
right.
It's the last thing.
Okay, so I guess if there's nothing else, let's move on to these 3 tracks you recommended, and then we'll come back after.
I'll start working on my track.
Yep. See, right.
No
you're
pressure.
All right.
You're going to be grooving.
Everything's riding on you.
You're
No pressure.
going to be grooving to these. I know you, right? You're going to be working and be like, eh.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll talk to everyone in a little bit.
I took the long way home. Too fast to stop signs. Rearranging my mind. I'm not the only one who's awake at this time, looking for the sunlight. I wait and I wait and I will wait for you. No mistake, no mistake. I know that you'll come through. You come alive in the dead of the night, in my dreams you're
Excellent recommendations. I know you're working on the track, so you probably didn't see me say that in the chat, but what a great collection. I think. And it hits all sorts of different vibes in the synthwave as well. And that's one of the reasons
Yes.
I really liked all those. It wasn't kind of the same thing all the way through.
Hmm.
But the vocals on that Purple Heart song, I didn't want to go too much into it because I wanted to have people experience it. And, you know, if people have listened to your show, they've heard this, right? Because, you know, you've played this, right? I remember this from...
I mean, if they listen to the complete show of 5 hours, they probably hear it.
Yeah, I've heard. I had heard this song before, and it could have only been through your show, you know. So I knew it as soon as it came on, like the first time I played it when you sent it. But I didn't want to say anything because I wanted people to experience it, like I did again, you know, where they're like, "Oh, what is this?" And then
Dream Pocket's going crazy.
the what?
Dream Pocket's going crazy. He's like, who is this?
Oh, right. And Dominic, I realized that we once again are bad show hosts. We have not been shouting out anybody in the chat.
Well, you've been talking this whole time.
I know, I just won't shut the hell up, but
He's back at rocking back and forth.
I know. I got Daniel here, so I'm just like, Dom, go ahead. You can go take a break or whatever. And I'm just like, let me ask you another question about it. Can you tell
I've
me
been
more
just
about
twiddling my
VSTs? You know, what was that, Dom?
Said I've just been twiddling my thumbs. That's all. You know.
No, it's all good. But I wanted to.
Don is the
What?
Don is the thumb twiddler, and that's another VST for you.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It-
Twiddler. It's a really good VST.
Are you serious? It is a real VST?
No.
Oh, who knows? It could be. Have you seen VST names? You could say anything, and I'd be like, I'll check. Maybe it is a thing. You know,
Yeah.
it's some sort of like whirling thing or something like that, or it's like, oh, you don't use Twiddler on all your tracks? I love Twiddler. You know, like that kind of thing.
It's so good. It's like it's underrated. You know, you can't find it anywhere.
The new app, you can download it and tweet on it.
You have to run it with
Twiddler on
Windows 8 compatibility.
Right. But it's so worth it if you use it. Dude, once you use Twiddler, you'll never go back, trust me. But yeah, I want to shout out some of these people in here. There's been a lot of people in and out. So I'm scrolling back up as far as I can go. So shout out the Game Night, Brandon McCool, Dream Pocket, Chill Collins, Guilt entered the chat from Daniel. Appreciate that. Some guy named Woren. I think I banned him though. Bending Grid.
He should be banned.
Atlas
Definitely.
Neon's here, or maybe is still here or was here. Let's see who else we got here.
Nicholas.
I haven't gotten down to where he's come in yet. Yes, of course, Nick. Nick is one of my favorite people of all time. Don't worry, I won't forget him. John Kloppenberg. So I would say Berg on him for some
Temp
reason.
was there.
Dude,
Yeah, List was here. He still might be around.
Temp, List, perfect female type.
Yeah, perfect female type. This is exactly... Have I missed anyone? I think maybe Jesse Mock.
They all left because you didn't say anything.
I know,
to them.
they might have.
You know, that's the problem is that you have to immediately pause the music and call people out.
Right, X Michael X.
Right.
He's here as well. See, I'm getting down to the bottom now, where this all makes sense.
You should always pull up the participants. Remember that.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that. Don Eastland as well, my buddy Don, or our buddy Don, I guess we could say. Yeah, I think that might. Sorry if I missed anyone. I was trying to scroll by real quick.
Glory.
But this is just like, this was the concept of the show, right? That it's kind of like a group gathering, like a hangout of artists and fans and this kind of thing, where you just kind of come in and people slowly trickle in and out. It's like an open house kind of.
Yeah, but it's also kind of like a morning radio show as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what do you think, Daniel?
it's-
Is this more of a podcast style show or what? What would you
We're
label
trying to
our show?
decide on what it actually is. We're not really sure.
it's all of the above.
It's everything
There you
and
go.
more.
Don't take sides. You're perfect.
Yes, Dom
I love your show, guys.
thinks one thing and I think something else. Pick which one you agree with.
They're
Yeah,
both
choose one
great.
now.
They're both
You both are my children. I love you the most.
right.
Both of you.
Oh yeah, speaking
Unlike
I think we've talked about
Woren,
this
who picked
before.
his
You know you
child,
like
which he
one more.
loves.
You know you like one more.
of, I was just gonna bring up that came up in the thing, and your cut, by the way, in that long preview is perfect. Where like
Yeah, it cracks me up every
you
time.
didn't answer, but you got Dominic's answer. I see what you did there.
It's so funny. I just like saying outrageous stuff. I can't help it. You know, like it's just whatever I can do to get a good laugh out of somebody.
It's great.
Right. But yeah, it is different with multiple kids, though. You know, what we're referring to, if you don't know, is a joke that I think Dominic made or somebody made on the show about who your favorite
No,
kid is.
he asked you who would you take. He asked us who
that's
would we
right.
take on an island, and I said you.
Right.
And then of course you were like, I'd take my daughter
Right.
because you know.
Right. I wouldn't
Why
take
not?
you. I mean, I don't want to rehash this
he
joke,
said-
but I
and
would.
then I think somebody said which kid I would have to take all three, and I said no, I would just take one, and they were like, and then the joke was that you definitely have a favorite out of all of them.
Right. Right.
It may not be the same one all the time, but you definitely have one.
I always joke with my daughter that, you know, she's my favorite kid. You know, this
Yeah.
kind of a thing when it comes up, and she'll be like, oh yeah, this or that, and I'll be like, don't worry, you're my favorite of all the kids.
Kind
But
of like Michael's answer. It's called kick ass.
She's like,
that's what he
How
called
many
our shit.
kids do you have?
right.
I have three.
We're about to sit down and have a really difficult conversation,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah, I have three. I have 2 girls and a boy, 8, 6, and 5, and they are feral.
That you know of.
Right, that you know of. Right. You're gonna get a knock on the
Yeah,
door.
that I know of. Right? Yeah, I probably have like hundreds out there.
Get a knock on a door
just
from a
so
kid
young.
that's 17 years younger than you or something, right?
Right? Yeah.
So,
You
bro,
know, I preemptive did that.
right, right. Got some adult checking you out, right? Calling you
Proof
bruh.
that I eventually find a time machine.
Right. My God. We almost. I gotta.
Liz says I'm still here. I imagine him being like crushed by his kids right now. Like I'm still here.
Oh, you know, that reminds me. So Liz dropped a track. I don't know if it happened during our show or
Did you tell
right
him to pick it back
before.
up?
What?
Did you tell him to pick it back up?
But here, where's the?
He dropped it.
Yeah. Where's the dad? Where's the dad?
Is there a badum ching in the in the foyer, in the sounds?
Warren, now's your chance. Use the thingy.
There it is.
There you go.
I got it. Don't worry. I'm not.
You're on it. But yeah, Liz dropped a track. I don't know if it was Rick during the show or whatever, but so just a heads up on that to go check that out. I haven't heard it yet, obviously. So, but I suspect it might be really good. I don't know, just some weird feeling I have that is probably going to be an awesome track. But let's see. How is your track going, Daniel?
It's completed. I put it in the directory.
Oh, in the shared folder thing?
It's called Neon Night Riders, and it's let's see how long it is. It's a little bit over 4 minutes.
Perfect.
A little over 4 hours.
A little bit of
Like my show.
right. I
Just
looked
uploaded my show. That's my track.
It plays the whole time.
right. You've literally just been live playing and recording on every break, and so the song is like 25 minutes long or something like that. That's what someone needs to do.
Oh wow.
Well, I mean, we've had some interesting tracks come from these little challenges, though.
Oh, for sure. And you know the funny part is everybody always finishes it and they're like, you know, it's probably pretty bad. And they're always really good. I mean, and this is because these people are talented people, right? So even when they're just kind of half-assing it, it still is good and has hooks and is catchy and all sorts of stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's just it's the stress of trying to do it in between talking and then trying to get back to it, and then there's the time, you know, constraint, and then like it can be really nerve-wracking. Like I said, I remember my DAW crashed and I hadn't saved anything, and luckily I had a backup, but like it backed itself up. But like,
yeah, but
I remember
you were the guinea pig on that though, so it must have been a stressful nightmare, you know, trying to do
it
both.
really was.
Was Warren the first?
Yeah, well, it was originally Luca's idea from Alexar.
Yes, it was Luca's idea.
And
for sure.
but then we were like, let's see if this is going to be something that everyone will hate, because it sounds like a fun idea, and we didn't want to do something where the guest in the middle is going to be like, where is my parachute? I just want to be off the show. I don't want this, you know.
Exactly.
But he was able to do it, and that song was really good. Did you ever do anything like that?
No, I have it saved. I'm gonna get back to it eventually. You know me, dude. Like if I don't finish basically like the main portion of what I'm writing within like an hour or the first day that I'm working on it, like I usually don't finish it, and then I have like hundreds of unfinished tracks. It's very silly.
The right answer to that was, yeah, you told me it was your favorite track. or something.
No, absolutely not.
I'm now insulting myself for you while you're giving a genuine, real answer. This is what we've come to, I guess, in this, right? Oh my god. See, I'm turning away from the mic again. Shoot, I had a question for Daniel, and now it's totally slipped my mind.
I actually uploaded the track to SoundCloud, but I'll make it official. It's private now, but once it's been on the show, then I'll post it live as well.
Oh,
we
that's
really
awesome.
got to put together like a compilation of these like unfinished tracks.
Well, I'm
like,
hoping.
that they just
I'll tell people now. My hope is that at the end of the year or something like that, with permission, we can play everyone's versions of these tracks that they posted.
You mean like the eventual ones or like the actual
like the
working
the ones that they posted at the end of our challenge show, and then if they want to play that and then play the final version, or whatever. This is just an idea, but do something to kind of like bring everyone back at the end of the year, whether they're in the show or not. It'd be cool to not only kind of go down memory lane, but to hear how the tracks have evolved or changed or whatever. Because like I said, they were all really good, the ones we've heard so far, anyways. So,
oh my god! So I don't know if you're watching the chat, but List was talking about how he was making food and eating at the same time, which I completely sympathize with, by the way.
Yeah.
And Tem said, "Don't tell him you're eating; he'll never let it go." And then he was asking. He says, "He's like, does he just like food or like?" So, List, if you're listening, the joke every time I've ever managed to hit up Temp about something. For whatever reason, I hit him up right around either lunch, breakfast, or dinner. So the joke eventually turned into that he eats like 18 times a day. And like for whatever reason, it drives Temp nuts, and I just can't help it. I love you, Temp. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
That's it.
Oh, go ahead.
Track?
Go ahead. Sorry, Danny.
Is that from a track? Sorry, not sorry?
It is a
yes, perfect.
That is a song. That's like a pop song, I think, or something like that. I'm the wrong person to ask about that.
That is Demi Lovato.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense.
I have no idea who that is.
You don't? Even I know who Demi
No.
Lovato is.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't listen to radio. I'm really lame.
Listen to Synthwave.
Well, no, I honestly don't even really listen to music. When I'm writing, which is pretty much all the time for like the last year now, I go out and listen to like, somebody's like, hey, I got a new single. I'll go listen to that. You know what I mean? But like, I usually don't like just have music playing. Because like I absorb it and then I'll end up like recreating it in my head. So I have to like forget whatever it is I'm listening to, and I have to work from like a fresh like mind.
Interesting.
I think Steven Spielberg also doesn't watch any movies while making a movie.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because like, I don't want to copy, and I don't want to like. They call it interpolation. I don't know if you know that. When you make something like something somebody else made, that's the loophole, I guess, nowadays. Is everybody just used that word?
Oh, interesting.
But like, yeah, I don't know why. It's always been like that my whole life. Anytime that I'm in the middle of writing music, I can't listen to it, because then I'll just end up like, it'll just mess up my whole flow. It really does.
Could you recreate a track? Are you afraid that it's going to be too similar?
I have. I mean, you can ask Dave. I'm not going to name the track, but there's a track that I basically redid and then like sent to Dave.
Now we got to guess which track that is. What do you think? Which track that is?
There's only two people that know what it is.
I don't even remember. I remember this happening. I don't remember. Oh wait, no, I do. Never mind. Okay.
Was it Can't Touch This by MC Hammer?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It was tub thumping.
It was tub thumping, and he was just like,
it was tub thumping. That's what it was. Yeah.
He was like, "Do you think whiskey drink is appropriate here?" And I'm like, "Whoa, hold on. I think I know this song."
Oh wait, crap! I wanted to use your guys' voices for the track.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Everything's falling apart.
I had a whole script written and everything. Oh man, well that's not going to happen.
Maybe
he was like baiting us to say certain things.
No, but you've got to make an accelerated version of whatever this track is, and then put our voices on that. That's got to be the next step.
Okay, can you? If you say it now, and I won't talk, then I'll eventually record it. Well, I can record it now. And
Accelerate.
Add it later.
What?
Accelerate.
Wait.
Well, hold on a second.
Accelerate. Stop talking. Accelerate.
Well, this isn't going to work because we have music in the background and
Yep.
everything. Maybe we should record it after.
No, but I don't hear music. I don't hear music.
Oh, that's right.
I get it without the music. So if you can read what's written in the Discord. Warren's like, what?
Do you see this?
I'm not-
At like if you go into the
Am I-
Discord
what? Oh, there is, isn't there?
at
Hold on.
9:51 a.m. So I'll read the first line, you read the middle line, and then I guess I'll read the last line. What do you think about
Why are
that?
you giving me the most?
You read the first line, I'll read the middle line, and then you read the last line. How about that?
All right, ready?
Are you ready?
Right. It's not recording, you guys. Is it not recording? Wait. Just 1 minute. Let me try this.
Stop messing
Can you
around.
say something?
Around.
Can you say something?
Something.
Right, it's recording. Thanks. Yeah, you can go.
I'm on it. Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, dreamers and time travelers, cyberpunks and night riders, listen to us now.
There exists a sound from the neon glow of the past and forged in the digital pulse of the future. It is more than music. It is more than aesthetic. It is synthwave.
Close your eyes and let the bass lines roll like a V8 engine down an endless midnight highway.
Can you do that again, Warren?
Yeah, can you hit
I
that
messed
one
up.
again? What are you doing?
You don't want to know what I'm doing. And no, close your eyes and let the bass lines roll like a V8 engine down an endless midnight highway.
Awesome. That's a wrap.
All right,
We did it.
our second voice acting thing
Right.
together. And the viewers have dropped to 2. All right. Well, I'm just joking.
That's fine. I expect it.
Totally joking. All right. We should move on though. And then when
I got one more thing.
Oh, go on.
One more thing. I got to do one shout out to Robin Lights. He joined in the chat.
Oh, he
He's a really
did?
good friend of mine.
Yeah, Robin's a really good
Robin's
guy.
great.
I've gotten to know him a little bit this year, and he seems like a really cool person.
I agree.
So yeah, what I'll do is I'll move on to another block of 3 songs, and then when we come back, we'll reconnect, and then we can play your track, and then we're going to be probably at the end of the show.
Awesome.
All right, so I will talk to you guys in a moment.
Easily, your beauty got the best of me. For everyone it's clear to see. So I just wander aimlessly, aimlessly, easily. I'm spellbound to the core of me. So I just wander aimlessly. The street's my only friend. The street's my only friend. The street's my only friend. Come stay with me as the watery reflection shimmers endlessly. Iridescence, no distractions, only you and me. And the night would fade away as we shed your tears, your tears. Come stay with me in the lunar light, our shadows dancing peacefully. The smell in the air, the taste of destiny. And the night will fade away as we shed your tears, your tears. Painfully, time is running out, you see. There's nothing really there for me. And yet I have to go. And yet I have to go. And yet I have to. Don't let's go. Don't look back, just go. Come stay with me as the watery reflection shimmers endlessly. There is essence, no distractions, only you and me. And the night will fade away as we shed your tears, your tears. Come stay with me in the lunar light, our shadows dancing peacefully. I can smell it in the air, the taste of destiny. And the night will fade away as we shed your tears, your
And you were just listening to these last three songs. First one was Miami Dan with Tampa Nightlife, followed by Perfect Female Type with Skunk Hunter. And that last one you heard was a track from the album Wishful Thinking by the Neon Syndicate. And that is actually available right now for pre-order on vinyl from Retro Synth Records. So if you like that, definitely check it out. Daniel, I saw you say in the chat, do we still have time? And we absolutely do.
Oh, awesome.
We always go over, sometimes a few minutes, sometimes 20 minutes. So there's not a hard...
I looked into the Punk Cyber, and it's only a bass drum and an acid sound. There's no extra layering on that.
Oh, it was the other one. It wasn't Punk Cyber.
Oh, crap.
But thanks for checking. Dom, are you still there? Or
No.
Have you passed out?
I was leaving. No, I was messing.
So sometimes when we listen to a song like that, or something that's like really like kind of like Dreamwave or something like that, Dom will just kind of be in the song, and then he'll be like, "Where am I? What's happening?"
Yeah, I get lost, man. I zone out when I'm listening to music. I'm not. This is another reason why I can't like just listen to music all the time. Is like I'll get nothing done.
Yeah.
And the dogs start to bark, and you wake up.
Right. Some dogs.
Oh my gosh, dude! Talk about startling me, dude.
Yeah, I will forever. I love that we have all these memories from your show, Daniel. Everything from Nick's suicide pod to the dogs barking to everything. So.
It's my favorite thing to watch. Just like I'll pop it on once in a while to watch just that edit of what you made of me, and then yeah, it cracks me up.
Just give it a minute. They'll be quiet in a second.
Right. They don't. They never do. It's a lie.
It's just wishful
and
thinking.
my kids are doing nothing.
Yeah, they're doing. Yeah, they were literally playing video games while the dog. I'm like, why are you guys like not annoyed by this?
Well,
they have to live with it. They have to endure it.
Right. That's right.
That's why.
It's because they're adapting so well. You know, it's actually a growth thing. All because you're such a good father. I think that's my
live in the
takeaway.
chaos.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
You've done such a good job. You know, they're just accepting of differences.
Like I said, when everybody's going during the day, it's like that opening scene to Home Alone where everybody's just like panic walking through the house.
Yeah.
The dogs are crazy.
That was a really good example. I know exactly that, the sped up family running around crazy and everything like that. It does feel like that sometimes even here on the weekend. Yeah,
because like I said, like one kid will be talking to me about something, and then in the background, like one will be like scream crying because they stubbed their toe, or then the other one will be like screaming at the television while he's playing a video game or something. You know what I mean? It's just chaos.
Yep.
And I'm like, what is going on right now?
Daniel's like, my house is perfect. My kids are
and
doing
nobody
nothing.
responds. No. I've had that phase. It's like now
nobody responds to anything.
They're just now teenage. They don't want to talk. They just want to eat. Feed them. Leave them alone. That's it.
Right. It's just quiet in the house. You're like, what is happening?
Right. Do you look back?
Just leave.
Do you look back and like, are you like, oh, I missed those times, or is it like, thank God this is over?
Oh, when you look at pictures, I mean, my daughter just turned 16, so I made a compilation of each year of her life.
Oh, wow.
And it was like really tear-jerking to look back at those times.
Isn't it, man? I'm telling you, my
Yeah.
my oldest is 8, and it still kills me, man. Like see pictures of her when she was a kid, and I'm just like, man.
Well, even when you look back when they were
worse.
6, because the difference between like 6 and 8 is insane. Like how they look,
Yeah. Developmentally, mentally, and physically is like a vast difference. Yeah.
Yes, it's really amazing to be able to do that, and and then just ignore them and leave the house.
Right.
Go watch a movie or go out to dinner. Or
That's nice.
Well, it's just it's one of those things where it's like when my kids when they're home, I'm cool with like proximity. You know what I mean? Like we'll hang out, we'll cuddle or whatever. But when they're doing their own thing, it's just like I'm just happy that they're home with me while I'm home.
Yeah.
And when they're not here, I have the worst like separation anxiety. Apparently,
Oh, wow.
Because like when they if they're at school, it's fine. I know that they have the school or whatever. But if they have if they're out with like a relative or something, I'm like pins and needles the entire time. I can't enjoy myself. I don't know why. I can never really relax when they're not home. And my daughter's currently screaming at one of the other kids right now.
You're like, wait, now I do want them to leave. Right?
Yeah, now I want you to.
The anxiety's over.
Punishment paid.
All right. Well, we're at noon right now, here anyways, 12 in Chicago. So the show is technically supposed to end now. So we do have time, obviously, for the song. But Daniel, I wanted to really thank you for coming on.
For sure.
My pleasure.
It's one of these things where, like, we've followed each other on Instagram for a while, but, you know, people follow a lot of people. But I'm really glad that I came on your show, got to know you a little bit better, and we've been talking more recently and everything. And you're a very interesting person, so I really appreciate you coming on and hanging out and having me on your show as well. It's been an enormous amount of fun.
Like, yeah, I feel the same way, and I feel like we've all kind of like grown together and, like, you know, kind of got to know each other and like have good times, and let's keep it rolling, man. You know,
right? And
I have the summer show you guys are going to be on, so
awesome.
Hopefully
you know what? I'm down
have
whenever
the time.
Yeah, as long as I have like a heads up, man, I'm always down. I mean, like, literally last Saturday was like a fluke. My kids were going out with the in-laws, and I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'm free. Literally nothing else to do. Otherwise,
like
I'll be
amazing.
in my head the whole time.
Yeah, that was perfect timing. Yeah, I had to switch some stuff around as well, but luckily we didn't have anything planned. So I appreciate you asking me to hop in.
For
It was
sure,
amazing.
it really was.
Had a
It was
great
so fun.
time.
All right, yeah,
so
I literally, my stomach was hurting from laughing.
Well, Daniel, you were welcome back anytime. If you got something to promote or whatever, just hit one of us up, or if we have an opening, we'll annoy you
That's
or
the
whatever.
reason. Actually, the reason I came on your show was to promote my new album that's coming out.
That's not why. Don't listen.
Oh, I'm serious. No, wait. I went on Nick's show.
Don't let him talk.
I went
Nope.
on Nick's show. No, I'm serious. Wait. Let me just look at the date. I'm releasing an album. It doesn't have a title yet. It'll have like 10 tracks, and it's going to be released on the 16th of May. New Heartbeat Hero album.
16th of May, new Heartbeat Hero album. Excellent. Do you want me to read your fortune, Daniel?
Yes.
Okay. Avoid spring.
You're hilarious.
Avoid spring releases of anything music. Is that relevant or?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
I don't know where that came from. That was completely random.
And that humor.
No, it's
is
funny because like, I was gonna ask the same thing, and we did not talk about this before, by the way. And like now I can't. Like it's just so funny that we both thought.
Yeah, we and your joke would have been better than mine too. But it's
I didn't have anything prepared.
We also we also have the same bad sense of humor too, which is why we connect so well and stuff. But
yeah, cheesy dad jokes.
Yeah,
I'm all
that's
about
right.
that. Yeah, I love being sarcastic. Like I was raised on sarcasm.
oh, me too. But
Anyways,
Daniel,
I love
thank
both
you.
of you.
And I'm very much looking forward to hearing this track. And like you said, it's going to be made public on SoundCloud, right?
Yes. It's called Neon Night Riders, made for the Synthwave Hangout show.
Sweet.
Awesome. All right.
Listen, I love you both, by the way, and I hope you guys have a great day and a great week. To all the people listening and that have been in the chat and everything, I love all of you, and I hope you have a great week. And just remember to be kind to each other, okay?
That's very important words.
Exactly. Same for me. Thank you for having me on your show, and thank you, chat, for being there. It's amazing to have the community joining us in the fun that we're having now.
Yeah, absolutely agree. The chat is the best part of the show for sure. I mean, the fact that they come in and it's always hilarious when I randomly will catch some of the conversation happening. I'm like, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. It's like talking about people eating and all sorts of stuff. So
yeah, side banter is always good.
all right. Anyways, so here is the Heartbeat Hero song "Neon Night Riders," made for our show right here. Here we go.
The pressure is off. Pressure's
off. All right. Thanks again, Daniel, and I'll see everyone next week.
Bye bye.